Sit.
To Animal Watch, and today we're going to find out what it's like to be a decoy.
Bite. Good.
We all see trainers taking dog bites to the arms. It looks pretty simple. I mean, you've got all this padding, right? Wrong. Trainers who take bites are called decoys, and some have the worst scarred, bruised and messed up arms in the industry, not to mention horrific back injuries, sometimes broken bones and serious nerve damage. In fact, it's so tough that many decoys quit after 20 years, as their bodies just can't take it. So today I'm walking in the shoes of well-known UK Decoy Nathaniel, who started decoying at age 11 while helping his dad out, who also trained protection dogs. We will show you just the extent to how destructive and painful being a decoy is on the human body. Find out just how horrific a dog bite is, even with protection, and I will take a bite myself. We will also reveal which dog breed delivers the strongest bite in the world, from Nathaniel's point of view. Which dog breed do you think it'll be? Let's find out what it's like to be a decoy. Don't go away. Now Animal Watch shows you the most powerful protection dogs in the world, and to do this we filmed decoys taking bites. Some look pretty protected in massive padded suits, whereas others have what is called a hidden sleeve, a tiny thin membrane like a wetsuit arm. A hidden sleeve is part of security dog training in order to get the dog to bite a human arm rather than focus in on a padded one. We want the dogs to target real-life criminals and not think of the training sleeve as a toy. What you don't realise is these hidden sleeves provide very little protection, and the decoy is often left with bad injuries, including crushing nerve damage and bloody dog bites, as the dog's teeth can penetrate this thin membrane. A few years back, I took a bite from a protection German Shepherd at Protection Dogs Worldwide, and initially it didn't hurt, as they put every type of padding on me. But a few hours later, my fingers were on fire. Then my lower arm was, from crushing nerve damage. The tips of my fingers are still numb now, several years later. So if this happened to me, with all the padding possible, what on earth happens to a human arm protected only by a thin wetsuit sleeve? That's what we aim to find out today. After talking with top trainers who have seen a rise in backyard decoying, when anyone buys a bite sleeve off Amazon and then thinks it's fun to try getting dogs to bite them, I decided to make this program as a warning to amateurs not to mess around without full decoy training, or you may end up very badly injured. Dog bites must all be reported to accident and emergency, as dog saliva carries bacteria that, if it penetrates to the bone, can give you blood poisoning and you could die or lose a limb. So having a bit of fun copying the professionals is really not a good thing to attempt. Today I'm visiting one of the UK's most renowned decoys and protection dog trainers, Nathaniel Lewis of Canine Solutions. Nathaniel has taken protection trained dog bites since he was 11, and now in his 30s he is quite the expert. However, being a professional decoy has taken quite a toll on his body, and he's here to tell Animal Watch everything.
Hello.
How are you doing up there? Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
You too.
You're all kitted out, ready for me.
Yeah.
So why are you dressed like this?
Today I'm going to show you what it's like to be a decoy, getting bitten by dogs.
Which you do professionally
Every
day of your life.
I have been for the past 20 plus years.
Flipping heck.
Yeah.
And you're still here.
I am.
You're
to
still
sell the tale.
here. Oh, fantastic. Well, I can't wait to find out all about this.
Awesome.
So let's go.
Let's go, follow
Come
me.
on then.
Push, push, push! Ha!
Nathaniel is finishing off training some dogs from the day, so I watch as he demonstrates a few tactics.
So we've got a first timer here.
Very first one-to-one session today. Good. Up. Good boy, keep him there. Good boy. Good lad, relax his knee. Good boy, yes. Oh.
So tell me, how did you get into this? Because this is the most unusual profession ever, isn't it? So
definitely my dad. He's a dog trainer, so just followed in his footsteps. Started young.
How young did he have dogs biting you then?
Probably like 11 years old.
11 years old.
Yeah,
and were they pretty big dogs at
big
that
dogs,
age?
like bull mastiffs, Japanese Akitas, English mastiffs, German shepherds.
So
big
you were
dogs.
a tough kid.
Yeah.
Why did you stick with it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. And I love helping dogs, just watching the progression.
Now, as mentioned, bites are very painful, even with protection.
So we've put in a concealed sleeve on today. It's the dog's first time. It's only have a bit of hard IPO sleeve, so it'll be more of a test to see if she is going to bite. It is a training environment, so she should be a lot more comfortable. But today we'll find out if she's just playing or if she's biting for real. Oh, you bastard. Good. Okay, collapse down.
What's that feel like?
Like I said earlier, like a vice.
So
yeah.
you don't actually get any bites off it though?
So no, I shouldn't have anything underneath, but just feel the pressure.
So that feels really bad?
Yeah, it's like probably someone driving over your arm.
Oh,
yeah.
And you have to do this. Yeah. How often do you do one of these sleeves?
As rare as possible.
As rare as possible.
So normally, with that dog, you see how she let go straight away. We'd normally let her bite again.
What does your hand feel like right now then?
My hand's okay, it's just like here, it feels like I've had like 1,000 Chinese burns.
Oh, it's that bad.
Yeah.
People don't realise how hard dogs bite, do they?
There are varying levels of decoy padding and protection. Nathaniel wanted to run through it all to explain what is used and the pain experienced by each bit of equipment.
We're going to run through all the different levels of padding. So let's start at what you would consider it to be the most protective one.
The most protective would be the big bite jacket.
Okay.
Yeah, that's got the most padding.
Okay, what's it made of? What's it got in it?
It's literally just layers and layers of cotton and nylon.
That's it?
That is it, yeah.
That's really thick.
Yeah. It's quite heavy as well, if you feel how.
Yeah, that's why, because people can't stand up in this.
Not really, no.
Oh my God, it is really heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. So the trousers that
and
go
you need
with
the
that.
trousers because sometimes the dogs will bite.
Oh, they'll bite lower.
Whatever comes towards them
regardless
first.
of what you've got on, yeah. So that's that. So that's got a lot of padding on the outside for biting on the outside. And this is it's a lot thicker on the inside, so you can take bicep bites there.
So this is more for underarms?
Yeah, this is more for underarms. Bottoms that go with that, and these are specially designed for biting the legs. And again, we've got the leg sleeves as well.
Yeah.
Wrap that round there. That's a stepping stone to teaching the dogs to bite the legs on the suit.
Yeah.
With the sleeves, you've got your IPO sleeve. So this is jute, cotton, nylon, but then it's also got a plastic insert.
You probably don't feel
you
the
wouldn't,
dog
You
bite
wouldn't
with
feel the
this.
dog
This
through
one
that. You might
feels
feel
alright.
like a little bit of pressure depending how big the dog's mouth is, but it's not going to pierce or anything like that.
So usually this doesn't go on your arm, this just goes on here, so they'll bite this
yeah,
bit that hangs off.
it's called a bite bar. So they'll bite the bite bar instead of
you just don't dangle your fingers out the bottom, do you?
No.
That would be used more for sport.
Yeah, more sport, yeah. These are called Belgian ring sleeves. We like to use them for training because they're a little bit softer and we can grade the dog's bite. You want the dog to fully bite, yeah.
Because if it bites a little bit, doesn't that get your skin?
Yeah, so that's why we use the neoprene, or some people use neoprene. Because
and you put that under that?
I wouldn't personally, but I would recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah, because that will stop you from getting pinched.
If you wore nothing else, what would the dog do to you?
Put you in A&E.
Really?
Yeah.
So it would rip that up?
It would puncture straight through there, straight through to your skin. Probably the least protective that I would work a large breed dog on is the concealed sleeve, and that would go under a coat or a puffer jacket just to disguise it.
Okay, so then that stops the dog fixating on a sleeve.
So we're going to use the hard IPG sleeve just to demonstrate an outside bite. She bites quite calm. I'm not going to feel anything through this. It's got a bite bar in there. Hopefully she doesn't go for my leg. Shh. We're going to try her on the leg sleeve. The reason why we're doing this is because she's going to eventually be going onto the suit, the full suit. And with the full suit, you can't just flip it off and let them win it. So with the leg sleeve, that just encourages the bite on the lower part of the body. So what you want, full lead again, but I want you to get quite low and push down on the lead. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to use the stick, get her attention here. Good boy, good girl even, good. So she's coming quite up because she's used to...
Watch your belly.
Yes, good girl, good, good girl, good girl, good, yes, good, good girl. Pull, 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 good. So we're going to demonstrate a bicep bite on the right arm. Normally it's the left, but this has had a lot of work. So we're going to be a bit safer today and get her on the right. And then we're going to do a leg bite as well. So we've got the plastic covering to stop the dog going lower. I want to get the dog right behind the knee. Sit just slowly. Yep, good. Good, yep. I think my left arm is definitely more weathered than my right arm. Good. Yeah, that definitely hurt a lot. Because I'm used to biting on the left arm, so this is more weathered. My right arm, I don't really take bites on the bicep. So yeah, I felt that a lot. Good, yeah. Good. Oh. Good. Hold the lead, hold the lead, hold the lead. These pants, they're designed for biting legs. So the dog can bite all that, you can get your leg forward. But what I try and do is help the dog a little bit by bending my leg so it can feel the thigh, and then that'll encourage it to push through to try and get more. Really nice, full grip, a lot of possession, trying to stop me, trying to slow me down. A lot of the time, your adrenaline takes over the first time you get bit. You're fighting with the dog, so you're reading the dog. Some dogs can be a bit naughty, they can let go, try and bite your face. So, you know, you've got to be on top of all of that and focused on that. So whilst you're working the dog, your adrenaline's pumped, and then later on in the day when you relax, your body says, hold on a minute, that hurts, and then you look. Sometimes if you've had jogging bottoms on and you know you've not checked, sometimes you can have puncture marks.
That's not a joke because dogs' bacteria is pretty serious.
Yes.
So what is the worst bite you've ever taken? Something you just go, God, that was the most painful thing I've ever
probably when I
experienced.
got bit on my stomach.
And that was an accident, was it?
We were teaching the dog to bite, but it bit in between the suit. Usually I would wear my scratch pants underneath my suit, just in case that happened. But it was just a routine training session, and it went wrong. So as the dog was sent, I had 2 barrels in my hand, pushed the dog back, and it come through the barrels, slid down the jacket, couldn't grab on it to anything, and it ended up grabbing my stomach.
Other decoys, I imagine there's some other stories that
you've
heard where it's gone wrong, where maybe the dog's redirected onto the face or something.
You got to be so careful because, like me, this is my only job, it's my only career. If I get injured, I can't work tomorrow or the next day.
No.
You know, safety is paramount when we're working the dogs. There's almost like an egotistical mindset with a lot of the younger decoys that are coming into work. For them, it's like, oh yeah, look, I got bit here, I got bit there, I got bit there. you're only going to do that for so long. I've been doing this for more than 20 years. It's not a good thing to have. You've got to think a lot of blood clots. It's very dangerous. I'd never promote or get anybody to put on equipment that I wouldn't be comfortable putting on myself, because you can put someone's life in danger. And a lot of these young lads, they don't understand how dangerous it is, especially long term, constantly getting bit in the same place.
We really want to warn people at home not to
do
go
not
do
try this at home.
DIY
No,
decoying.
no way.
But also the fact that they can just buy the wrong equipment, because when you went through all the equipment with me, I would not have known the difference between your padded suit that was protected from the top and the one that was protected from underneath.
Yeah, for the biceps.
I would just think
all the suits are the same.
It was all protected all the way around your arm.
No,
I would not have known.
Yeah, depending on what style the dog is biting, depends on what suit you use. If you're buying the wrong suit, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble.
Now, we always have keyboard experts saying certain dog breeds have the strongest bite. But to be honest, this is a question that only a decoy can answer.
So in your experience, which dogs do you think would deliver the hardest bite?
Definitely a big presser or a big mastiff type dog. It's down to the size of the head. If you've got an English mastiff or a presser that's just as big, the bite force will break your arm, definitely.
Why do the police use German Shepherds more than anything?
Trainability.
Okay, so
and they're a lot safer.
Are less trainable?
They're a lot more stubborn. If there was a strain design and used for biting, it would be an English Mastiff.
It'd be an English Mastiff, but they do more wrestling, they do
more
holding,
what you find with Mastiffs, they use their body first, they'll hit you and then bite and then pull you on and then wrestle you onto the floor.
Thing. So really like the presser, one that is quite regularly used for protection would be probably then
biting
the
first.
next run down, you would say. So when you have the pressure on your arm for, say, a presser, and you compare that to a German Shepherd, what's the difference?
I'd probably say a presser's got double the force.
Double the force? It really is that intense?
So after hearing all of these stories of arm damage and the bite force of certain dog breeds, I decided to try taking another bite. Last time the bite frazzled my nerves, so I asked for a dog with a gentler bite. So Nathaniel does the opposite and brings me an old-time bulldog. Bulldogs have wide jaws, so are known for exerting more pressure than the tapered, muzzled dog breeds. But as this dog was quite small, I was hoping the pressure would not be too bad.
Nathan, what's it like to actually take a bite?
Why don't you give it a go?
So this is the one that's got the bar in it?
Yeah, so you'll be safe with that. You're not going to get any...
I'll be safe. He's not going to go for my leg?
No.
You promise me?
I promise you're safe.
Because you've said it on camera now, haven't you?
I've said it on camera.
So who have we got here then?
This is Frank. He's an American bully.
Oh, freaking heck. Right, okay, so he's going to bite here.
Yep. And all you do, you just face me straight on. Tilt it down slightly. Yep, good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Bite. Good lad. Good boy.
Oh my God, he shakes around. You were lying to me. You said he was steady.
That's it. Good boy. Good. You can let him win it if you want to let him win it, or you can keep hold of it.
What's nice for him? Let him win it?
No, keep hold of it. He likes that.
Yeah, but he wants to have a little present, doesn't he?
That's it. Let him win it. Let him win.
All right, good.
That's it. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good lad.
There was a lot of tugging, so I can see why there are accounts of back issues being reported by decoys. You need a strong core just to stop the whiplash. Imagine the impact then from a giant mastiff running at you at speed, then swinging onto you and flinging you around.
Let's talk about this reoccurring comment that we get all the time on Animal Watch. Oh, I just hit the dog. Oh, I just knifed the dog. Or I just kicked the dog. You guys think it's so easy to withstand a bite. So what happens when a dog bites the flesh? You've got no padding on.
No padding. I've been in a lot of situations where I've been working in security. I used to work at a lot of nightclubs, and we've had people think exactly the same, try and walk through the dog, push through the dog, and every single person that's been bitten has dropped unconscious because your body could not tolerate that amount of pain and pressure from a dog bite. We had a guy trying to attack us. The dog bit him in his groin. As soon as the dog squeezed, he was out cold straight away.
God.
Out cold, got the dog off, and that's just one bite. You know, the dog wasn't shaking, it just squeezed down, and he was out. Got the dog off, he got escorted out.
Oh my goodness me.
It's serious business.
It is serious business, isn't it? Oh my.
And that's why we wear the protection that we do. Yeah, it's to aid the dog biting, but it's to stop us from getting injured as well.
People seem to think that the dogs are only going to be biting one arm, because when they see a lot of decoy training, the decoy's got the arm.
The sleeve, yeah. As I explained earlier, when I was doing security, my dog bit the person in the groin. Now, dogs are opportunists. That particular dog had only ever been trained on a sleeve. She'd never been on a suit. She'd never done muzzle work. She'd only ever been trained on a sleeve. And that was because that dog was trained 20 years ago. You know, we didn't have a lot of access to suits and all of that. So all of her live bites were groin, stomach, and legs. She'd never tried to bite anybody on her arm, even though that's where she'd been trained. Because when you're in a confined space, the dog hasn't got the chance to think, right, I'm going to jump up and bite the arm. They're just going to go and grab what's ever in front of them.
Whatever comes towards them first. I feel that when we're filming Animal Watch, everybody keeps really still.
Oh, definitely, you have to. You don't want to become a target.
Is that a thing, that a dog can quite easily come off its target?
Yeah, definitely. So you don't always know how the dog's previously been trained. Some dogs could have only been trained to attack people in a hood, for example. Now, if there's someone stood on the sideline with a hood and the dog clocks that person, they can think that that is the target for that training session. So, you know, you have to be really careful.
So if there's some youngsters out there that would really like to do what you do, what is the safe way to do this so you get
Go to a dog trainer. Even if you get rejected by one dog trainer because they don't want to train protection, ask another, ask another, ask another, and just keep on going until you go to someone that trains dogs professionally. Just don't try it at home.
No, that's the thing that I worry about the most, are these people doing it in the back garden. And also, you can make dogs overly aggressive.
Overly aggressive. Our dogs, they're family pets more than a protection dog. Their first job is to be a family pet.
And what people don't understand is most of the time when you train dogs to do this, the dogs won't ever really need to do this, will they? It's all a deterrent.
Yeah, it's mainly for the owner's peace of mind. They've got a dog. Sometimes they leave on business, the dog has to stop with the family, they live in a rural area. They just want that extra security, knowing that if somebody was to approach the house when they're not there, the family's safe.
In conclusion, I'm still shocked at how the general public seem to view a dog bite. People die every day and get serious infections from them. Decoys need so much training and experience to work with some of the toughest dogs in the world. And they do take a heck of a lot of long-term damage to their nerves and back, as well as scarring, and also the risk of accidental misdirected bites with dangerous and untrained dogs. It is absolutely not advised to do any sleeve training yourself. Also, many protection dogs will bite the closest part of the body to them, and if you haven't put padding on that limb, you are in deep trouble. If you fancy being a decoy or a trainer, contact Canine Solutions or a reputable protection dog trainer and ask for training direct from the source. Courses aren't too expensive and it could save you a lot of injuries, not to mention badly trained dogs going out to the public in the long run.
If people want to find out more about your training, your decoy work, how do they look you up on
they can go on
social
Instagram,
media?
Facebook, on Canine Solutions.
Canine Solutions. So we're going to write that on the screen and we're going to put that in the description so you can find
great stuff.
Find you, and it's like, this is like a crazy job. You should be doing movies. Like have the dogs sending you, because like everyone's like spoken about you, saying like you are the decoy, you are the guy that has literally done it for so long with so many dogs in the UK. Well, it's been amazing meeting you today, and a bit of fun having that dog
on your arm,
on my arm. I didn't want to do another bodysuit because I was literally, my fingers were numb for weeks after that, and I was like, oh good grief, you know, I can't go through that again. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. And if you enjoyed this episode, then please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel by clicking the button in the bottom hand corner, and tune in every week where I'll be bringing you more amazing episodes on dogs, wolves, animal rescue and conservation. Bye for now.